A remarkable renewal of the Tattersalls Autumn Horses in Training sale concluded on Thursday with record levels of turnover, average and median prices. The outstanding results were contributed to in no small part by the large consignment from Shadwell Estates, which saw 118 horses come under the hammer this week, selling for over 5 million guineas. The top-priced horse during the final session was lot 1447, LAATANSA, a new bay colt who achieved the second highest price ever made during the final session of the sale, when selling to Narge Stud and Peter and Rostall Bloodstock for 250,000 guineas. The Ed Dunlop-trained juvenile had placed twice at Newmarket from 3 starts so far, and is set to join the total of 14 horses secured for an average price of over 199,000 guineas by the sale's leading buyers to join the Narge stud string in Saudi Arabia. The Lake Sheikh Hamdan's operation ended the week as the leading consigners on what was an emotional day for their racing manager Angus Gold.
I think the horses have sold very well. They were incredibly well presented by the team at Shadwell. They've done a great job, and big credit to them and to all the trainers who've sent them to us in good order. So obviously it's sad that it had to come, but there we go, and on to the next chapter. As we've said for the last couple of months, we'll be smaller in number, but hopefully there'll be plenty of quality on offer in the future. But just to thank all the purchasers and to wish them all the best. Thank you to everyone at Shadwell who's worked so hard. It's the first time we've ever sold anything like this number of horses. Normally we sell sort of 35 or 40, and they've really jumped to the fore. They've done incredibly well, led by Janine Leese in her first big sale. So well done to all of them.
At the conclusion of a standout year for the Autumn Horses in Training sale, Marketing Director Jimmy George reflected on the week's trade.
So obviously the sale has broken records in every department by a very wide margin, and that's a great landmark in itself. But I think when a sale breaks records by such wide margins, you suspect that maybe there are a few unique factors at play, and I think there have been this particular week, this particular Autumn Horses in Training sale, and most notably the significant and very high quality consignment from Shadwell Estates. The late Sheikh Hamdan Al Maktoum has assembled the most magnificent racing and breeding operation over many decades, and we had a larger than ever consignment of Shadwell horses in training, and the buyers have recognised that as a serious opportunity to tap into some fantastic families and to buy some superior performers. It's a rare opportunity. It's had a big impact on the sale this week and attracted buyers from all over the world. I think we've also seen the impact of so many of the racing carnivals that have sprung up throughout the Gulf region. Buyers from the Gulf region have had a huge impact on this sale, on the Autumn Horses in Training sale, for a very long time, but arguably greater than ever this year. And as I say, it reflects the huge racing opportunities that they all have in the Gulf now. Not since the inception of the Dubai Carnival, we've seen big meetings spring up in Qatar, in Bahrain, now in Saudi Arabia as well. It's a really vibrant scene, and that explains the extraordinary demand from the Gulf region at all levels of the market. I think the other feature that everybody will have noticed is the significant demand from Australian buyers from start to finish. So that's another key. I think we would have sold more than 40 horses to Australia this week, and that's in addition to the 30-odd yearlings that Australian interest bought at the recent October yearling sales. They've sourced horses from Tattersalls over a number of years now and achieved enormous success. Flagships like Zaki this year, Russian Camelot last year. These are some of the best horses to be found in Australia, and they've all come from Tattersalls, and that brings these buyers back in big numbers. We were very pleased with the level of trade throughout the October yearling sales, and the feature of that arguably was the strong domestic demand. That's been reflected this week as well, and it's been a heady mix of domestic and international demand that has produced these record figures. And one of the most important features of this sale is that owners consistently get fantastic returns on their investments, and there were some really wonderful good news, feel-good stories to come out of this week. In addition to the sale toppers, Grocer Jack, 700,000 guineas, a German horse brought here by German connections, equal third highest price ever at the fixture, and Hannibal Barca, the third highest priced 2-year-old in training ever sold at the sale, 500,000 guineas. They were great results, but there are a couple of individuals that stick out. The Eve Johnson Horton's lovely 2-year-old Chipotle, he was bought here as a yearling for 10,000 guineas for a wonderful syndicate of Eves put together, friends and old owners and new owners. He won £140,000 in prize money and was sold for 210,000 guineas this week, and no wonder they all look so delighted. And in a similar vein, one of Mark Johnson's Kingsley Park syndicates, an 18 grand yearling bought here a couple of years ago, Dancing King, 18,000 guineas. He won £125,000 in prize money and was sold for 380,000 guineas. Again, a fantastic syndicate good news story, and this sale produces these stories year after year.